There's nothing wrong with using Claude Chat for your day-to-day, meaning your chat and answering your questions and sometimes creating tools. I've done that before. The large language models, your AIs like your Claude and your ChatGPT, most people think if we are chatting and we're creating just on chat, that's the end of it. I was like that myself. And I found out that they have so much more than just the chat that we use on a day-to-day basis. And that's what this video is all about. I want to show you the extra skills that are available and the extra agents that are available that can make your business better, that can make your life better if you just explore a little bit. So the first one that everybody uses is your Claude Chat. If you log in and you type a query and Claude gives it to you and it gives you a process, sometimes it creates an app for you. I've done that. I've created an app with just my chat on Claude, and it's a beautiful app that helps people get better with going live on TikTok. So because it can generate cool tools like that, we end up using just the chat and we just barely scratching the surface. And if you are using chat on your phone or you're using it on your computer, that's perfect because it's synchronized and you're able to work on your phone, on your chat and your laptop, and you think that's it. This video is for you to say that it is not it. There's more to Claude than just the chat. There's other agents that are available that can really help elevate your business. So now that we know the first one that everybody uses, it's a chat, let's look at the second one. The second one actually broke my heart because I used chat so much. And when you are creating on Claude and you're chatting with Claude, you get to a point where you maximize your usage and Claude says, sorry, open another chat. And then you have to open another chat and continue the conversation. They are getting better at remembering what you are all about and your brand, these AI models, but they are not there. It still needs to be explained to and given context to every time you open a chat. So then you would screenshot and add context and add HTML to a new chat. And then when something else changes and it's full or whatever reason and you open another chat, you need to explain yourself. That becomes a huge problem because you're wasting so much time explaining what you've covered on the previous project, and it just wastes time. There's Claude Projects, and Claude Projects is available on a free tier. You get 5 projects on your free tier that can really help your life because you will add anything that you need the project AI to know about. So your HTML, your context, your brand message and your brand pillars, the colors and everything that has to do with the project, you add it on the project. You don't have to explain yourself every time. For me, that was a game changer because I used to waste a lot of time creating these apps of mine, starting afresh, explaining myself, or I find a chat bot that doesn't understand what I'm trying, because some of them, let's be honest, sometimes you get one, you're like, oh, when are you ran away from school? You don't understand what I'm trying to say. So, and once you explain yourself, then he understands, and it just takes a lot of time. With projects, all of that is gone. You just stick on the project, you open a new chat, he understands the holistic project that you're busy with. And for me, that changed literally my life. Now I run on projects and I used it a bit before I upgraded to the pro version of Claude. That takes care of projects. Let's look at number 3. Number 3 is Claude Design. I love Claude Design. If you're a Canva designer and you are an Adobe designer, you know designing takes a lot of time and it takes a good eye and the color schemes you need to learn, all of that. So with Claude Design, that helps a lot because you can input your whole brand history and input whatever project that you would like to add. And then he would design whatever you need to be designed, like the pricing list that you see here. I added everything of mine and then it created the design for me. I just barely started using Claude Design, and I'll create another video to explain to you how to use it more. But so far what I'm using, I absolutely love. It saves me so much time. And then the fourth one that I absolutely love is actually Claude Code. Claude Code is a game changer because he creates the things that we can't create. And when you hear code, you might like, oh God, I'm so scared. You don't need to know code. You can use Claude Code if you express yourself and you give Claude enough context to code whatever you need to code. So I've created websites with Claude Code. I've created moving graphics with sound with Claude Code. And I've done so much, and I've just only started using Claude Code that really creates beautiful work for me. And if you're one of those people that are like, I don't want to edit, learn how to combine MCP with Claude Code and create graphics that could actually edit for you. That's another skill that you could learn and then you use with Claude Code.
My grandfather owned 400 cattle. 400! In our village, that wasn't wealth. It was a name. When he walked to the kraal at dawn, the whole valley knew.
Next one is Claude Cowork. You do need to take note that to access Claude Cowork, you need to download Claude Desktop on your computer in order for you to have access. So you can search for Claude Desktop from your browser and then install it on your computer, and it's available on your computer. This particular tool or this particular agent really grounded my business. Chat can be all over the place, and sometimes when you are instructing Claude on chat, they don't get it. When you are working with Claude Code, yes, you need to be safe and make sure that it finds the files that you just want it to find so that it doesn't roam around on your computer. But you can give access to a particular folder that you've created that Claude Cowork can go find and work with you to build or to finish up a project that you were probably not going to finish very soon. So it is one of those very grounded tools that Claude has. And it's a little bit calmer. Every time I log in and I work with Claude Cowork, sometimes when I'm on chat and the AI's there, the models there mess up my work, I take everything and I put it on Claude Cowork and he fixes everything very calmly. Of course, you will sandbox what you need to have the Claude Cowork find for you and the files that you want him to work on. And he just makes sure that everything is fixed and everything is smooth and everything is like working like seamlessly. It truly has grounded. I'm all over the place. I like shiny objects. So that tool really grounds me and it grounds my work. One of the projects that I'm working on is creating a 90-day YouTube workshop. And this workshop has 90 videos or more. So in order for me to put this together, I need structure. So it's very structural and it will help ground your work. The next one is Claude Dispatch. Sometimes I need to go out from my office and I need to give instruction to Claude. I do that with Claude Dispatch. You work on your phone and you give instruction on the phone. It does need safety. You need to be also giving Claude a safe place to go find and not roam around on your laptop. Same principle there. And then it creates for you when you get home, you sit down, you're like, oh, it's all done. So Claude Dispatch is wonderful and I love it. And then the last one is Claude on your browser. You can install Claude on your browser. And then when you're browsing and maybe you're looking for a job, it browses with you and helps you. So that's also a feature for paid users, but it's also available. So all of these tools can change the way that you do things and can actually make your business better. I suggest you go try them and let me know in the comments which one you're going to try next. And thank you so much for joining me on this video. I will see you with our next one.